On 19 November 2017, I'm finally off to see the world on my bicycle. It will be a long while before I see my family again. But they understood that this was something that I've been wanting to do my whole life. Starting from Malaysia, my 2 years journey will take me through Asia, Central Asia and Europe. Then I will cycle across America and back to Asia again. Hi, I'm Peter Yoke. I'm 56 years old. I'm cycling around the world on my bicycle and to raise funds for charity. Working together with World Vision, I hope I'm able to raise 80,000 Malaysian ringgit, and the funds will go to underprivileged children for their education. Join me and follow me on my ride for a good cause. You can make a donation at simplygiving.com/withloveiride, and all the money raised will go directly to the charity. It was such an honor to have some friends who will accompany me along the way to Lumut, Penang, and maybe all the way to the Thai border to send me off. It was a great send-off for me in Port Klang after a good breakfast. But guess what? I got lost leading them. So it is my first embarrassing first day. Day 1, I start off with some friends to Kuala Selangor. A difficult start, getting lost and with leg cramp. We set up from Kuala Selangor to Hutan Melintang the next day, with nice kampong view and little to no traffic at all. Every bike tourer will agree that finding your way in the countryside is much easier. It is a very hot day today. There is a joke among cyclists about the danger of meeting an ice cream man on a hot day, because everything comes to a halt once he appears. It was great fun having good time with friends sharing the same passion. This brings back wonderful memories when I did my first bicycle tour with my scouting friends back in the 80s. The main Western Coastal Route 5, heading north from Kuala Selangor to Hutan Melintang, has many nice quiet village roads that runs parallel to it. The 91 km was a blessing on day 2. Using this nice road, avoiding Route 5 and the bridge across Benam River by taking a small ferry at Sungai Air Tawar. The best time to enjoy such road is cycle early in the morning, where the traffic is light and a cold breeze will certainly make your day. Even as it gets warmer towards the afternoon, the nice ride on this road is worth the effort. I have done a few tours using this route from Kuala Selangor to Hutan Melintang. The road condition is much better now as compared to during the 80s. The coastal road is easy cycling through quiet villages and with many nice ferry crossings along the way. Most of the ferry only allow passenger, bicycles and motorbike, with half an hour waiting period in between ferries. It is a row-on row-off ferry and usually with flimsy jetty on both ends. Back then, the boat is even smaller and we had to cram all our bicycles inside in one boat. Thanks to this man, Najib Abdullah, who introduced me to bicycle touring back in the late 70s. Another ferry crossing the next day, but this is a smaller fishing boat which I have to make an advance appointment with the boatman. We were lucky to be able to squeeze our bicycle as well as the 2 local village motorbikes onto the front deck. There is a nice warung or a small Malay cafe on the other side where we could enjoy our breakfast before we pedal off. We use smaller village roads that run parallel to Route 5, which is the main coastal road to the north. The weather was perfect that day. The road was free of traffic. And what a joy it was to enjoy the freedom to ride all the way to Lumut, which is our final destination of the day. This was a similar route I used on my first bicycle tour back in the 80s, which is called Tour the Island, where we visited 3 islands, Bangkok, Penang and Langkawi. The only way to get to Bangkok Island is by ferry from Lumut, which allows you to bring your bicycle on board. The cruise to the island is enjoyable, and now another new ferry services is located in Marina Island, which is a much shorter ride. I have done 3 trips here on my bicycle. My first tour was with my scouting friend back in 1982. Then in 2006 and 2008. The 2006 tour was a very significant tour for me as it involved my children and also orphanage from the shelter home. Great cycling around in the island. Historically, Bangkok Island was a refuge for local fishermen, merchants, and even pirates back then. It is now a very popular tourist destination for the locals. It is known for its beautiful beaches and plenty of fun water activities. There is a remaining ruin of a Dutch fort dating back in 1670, and in Lumut town you can find many varieties of dry seafood products. This is an enjoyable laid-back island you must visit. There is another ferry service to Damalau, but you can also cycle across using the Tunku Bainon Bridge. Day 4, from Lumut to Taiping, but first we have to catch a ferry across to Damalau from Lumut. We were lucky to be able to make special arrangement for the ferry because the services has stopped early this year. Now it is only Ming who will ride with me to Penang Island over the next 2 days. We met our first bicycle tourer, 2 young Austrians, Dominic and Andy, cycling from Austria to Australia, and they are already 8 months on the road. Cycling into small town is great as we are still able to enjoy lunch under 7 Malaysian ringgit. Things have changed since then, as people rarely use the ferry service anymore. After the opening of the Tunku Bainon Bridge near Lumut in 2001, traffic is slightly heavier after the Tunku Bainon Bridge, but still there are 2 quiet roads which is amazing for cycling. One road I highly recommend is through Kampong Jaha. The turn-off is when you reach a 90 degrees right turn along Route 103 after a small road junction to Kampong Terong. This nice road will then connect you to Route 74 before heading to Taiping. You can also take another optional road at Kampong Matanggelunggo if you wish to enjoy your ride further. The 12.5 kilometers ride took us to shady palm oil plantation with little village along the way. The road is nicely paved, and occasionally the only vehicle we encounter are young villagers on their motorbike. My only complaint was the ride was too short. Once we reach Route 74, traffic picks up again, and we slowly make our remaining 10 kilometers ride to Taiping to meet up with my first warm shower host on my world tour. Join me in part 2 on my journey to Penang. Along the way, I will share some nice cycling route together with numerous border crossing details into Thailand as I continue to cycle around the world on my bicycle. Click to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more video and information. But don't forget to select the notification bell. Thank you for watching.